Hi all, welcome to Soul's Journey, and I have several new subscribers, so welcome, and thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. It's always great to have new folks here, and please feel free to chime in the comments and join the conversation. So today I wanted to do a little another thing of upcoming tarot decks that I've run across, and some of you guys have probably seen at least some of them and know that these are coming, but I just wanted to mention them. And I purposely held off doing this video because I saw Brian over at Papa Squirrel had a premiere set today for some upcoming decks. And luckily the ones that they talked about, with one exception, are not the decks that I'm going to talk about. So I'll, without further ado, try to get in here and decipher my scrawled notes. So first I'm going to start off with, and you guys have probably seen this if you check on Amazon for upcoming decks, but just in case you've missed it, there's a deck coming out called the Fairy Tale Tarot by Yoshitani. And this uses characters from deities and folklore and fairy tales from all around the world. She's got Norwegian characters and Danish and Japanese and Persian. What else? Oh, there was Maori and just a real range of characters. A lot of difference. So I'll put up some pictures of that somewhere, hopefully over the shoulder, I hope, if I can remember which side is which. So yeah, so that one is due out. Let me check. Okay, so that one is due out September 1st. So the next one I have is and Brian did mention this, or I should say Havana from Indie Deck Review mentioned, the Dark Goddess Tarot by Ellen Lorenzi Prince is coming out in a mass market edition. This is a deck that's been out of print for many, many years and long sought after. So this is pretty exciting news for those of us who are into our dark goddesses and want to add that to our collections. Oh, my cat just jumped up here. I don't know if you can see her at all. No, it doesn't look like it. Lizzie. And then there is the Edgar Allen Poe Tarot coming out September 8th from Llewellyn. And from looking at the artwork that's online right now, I have to say this is probably the one I'm least excited about. I was commenting to somebody here on my channel the other day who mentioned this deck that I'm pretty disappointed in the artwork for this. I mean, this is Edgar Allan Poe. This should be like massively creepy and really, and it looks like a Scooby-Doo cartoon. I'm just, yeah, I'm not going to be getting that one, but very sad. And then, this is very exciting for me. The Elemental Tarot. I know there's a couple of them coming out, and I mentioned another one in an earlier upcoming tarot decks video, which I will also link to up here if you want to take a look at that. This one is by Caroline Smith and John Astra, and this originally came out, I think, back in the 80s. Let me grab my copy real quick. So I've got, this is the original, the first edition. Oop. I hope this is recording it right. So it was in like this drawer, and with this little hardback book. The book is black and white, and believe it or not, I have never even opened these cards. I bought this deck used at Powell's back in, I don't know, like 2000 or something. But here's one of the cards. So you can see it's still in the shrink wrap. This is the original backs. Let me check the publication date on this real quick. Here's the inside of the book, outside. So this was originally published in 1998. So this has been a long time coming. It has been out of print for a very long time. The deck is very astrologically based, so those of you who are into astrology will probably like this. I haven't been able to bring myself to open the wrapper. You know, it's one of those first edition things, and I just don't want to. So I'm kind of excited that the new edition is coming out, and then maybe I can get a usable deck, because this one, not so much. Now this duo also put out the Moon Oracle, which I have. I bought a used copy off eBay many years ago. I do not have the original packaging that it came in. They sent the cards in this little, like, it's a sling pouch with the two zippers. So this is, you know, just representative of the kind of art that they will use, or was used on the Elemental deck. God, I hope that's focusing. So there's, you know, this deck has lots of the moon phases, but I think people probably want to see the art style more than anything. Oops. The cardstock on this is not great. It's pretty thin. So hopefully the new one, when it comes out, let me see who that's coming out from. Edison Books. I don't know who they are. Eddison. So hopefully they will put them out on a little sturdier cardstock than this Moon Oracle came out on. I'm not sure who published that. St. Martin's Press. That's interesting. And they also did the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, which is a vast, kind of a really different art style. And this came in possibly the worst packaging I've ever seen, because it opens up, you have to do it like this. Oops, wrong way. The book is physically attached, and it's got the two wells with the cards there. You can kind of see, I'm trying not to let all the cards fall out. These are much smaller cards, but again, a lot of astrology in this. So some of you guys may have this. So anyway, I don't want to spend a lot of time on that right now, but hopefully they're not going to do any kind of terrible packaging like this, because yeah. But anyway, that was Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So 3 decks from those two. I believe John Astra has now passed away, unfortunately. So, and then next up, okay, sticking this one in there because I totally missed it before and finished my video, and I have to go back and stick this in now, is the Movie Madness Tarot. This is due out, let's see, October 6th. From, the author is Diana McMahon Collis, and the illustrator is a Norwegian illustrator named Natalie Foss. And this is coming out from Lawrence King Publishing. So there's not a lot of information on it yet. All these, I'm getting all these off Amazon, so they don't have a lot of pictures up yet. So if you know of a site, or if the creator is putting them up on Instagram or something, I don't know about it. So hopefully we'll get more information as time draws closer. But this supposedly has Tom Hanks as Forrest Gump as the Fool, Morgan Freeman in Shawshank Redemption for Temperance. Of course, look, you know, the character right in the middle there looks like Uma Thurman as the bride in Kill Bill. So It looks like Winona Ryder as the Lydia from Beetlejuice behind her there. So that might be fun. Of course, David Bowie is obvious there. But I don't know of any other illustrations. But anyway, that's another one that's coming up. There is a Friends deck, based on the TV show Friends. I was never a fan of the show. Not that I had anything against it, I just never watched it. I just never got into it. But this is coming out from Chantal D'Souza, who also did the Golden Girls Tarot. That's, I think mine's supposed to arrive next Monday. Ikale Sunflower, over to Ikale Sunflower, just did a walkthrough of the deck. So if you want to see it, you can pop over to her channel. I'll do a walkthrough when mine comes in, but if you're eager to see it, you can see hers. And I'll link that down in the description. So I'm probably not going to get the Friends deck, but I'm very excited about the Golden Girls. And then I ran across Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot that's coming out. It's by Minerva Siegel as the author and Abigail Larson as the illustrator. And it's coming out from somebody called Insight Editions. And unfortunately, as you can see from the little pictures here, it's just like all black and white pencil drawings, which I think is kind of weird. I don't know why they are going with such kind of a rudimentary sketch. I mean, if you're a real Nightmare Before Christmas fanatic, you'll probably want it, but I haven't quite made up my mind about it. I do like the movie, but not sure I'm all that excited about this deck. I don't know why they went with this really, like I said, rudimentary sketches for the illustrations. But anyway, that's coming. And then this one I'm very excited about because I've wanted this deck for a long time, and it was only available through spiritelement.com on their website. Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle from Lorraine Anderson. This is coming out in a mass market edition from Rockpool Publishing and is due out September 1st. And I am very excited because it's going to, instead of the $60 for the indie version through their website, which is why I never got it, this is going to be $21.95. So you can pre-order it now. I've already pre-ordered it. So I'm really excited about this one. Like I said, I've wanted this one. And I'm not a big Oracle person, as most of you guys know, if you've been around my channel for any length of time. Excuse me. Oracles really are not my thing, but this one I'm very excited about. And then last but not least, Lo Scarabeo is coming out with like a negative, like a reverse image of the tarot black and gold, which I got. What did I do with it? Hang on. I never did a walkthrough of this one when I got it because I figured there's already so many of them out there. But if you haven't seen it, it comes in this really unusual box. And it's got a very nice book with it. Well, 3 languages as always. I'll just show you a couple of the cards. But the new gold and black, this is black and gold. The new one coming out is going to be reversed, where it will be mostly black with gold lines. I don't know if I'm going to spring for that one. I'm not entirely sure why I sprang for this one. But you know me, I'm a Rider-Waite-Smith fanatic, so decided to get it. It's pretty, it's fun, it's a curiosity, you know, it's another one for the collection. I don't know how much I'm ever actually going to use it, but there it is. So anyway, its brother or sister, as you will be out, let me see, October 8th. So all of these will be out in time for Halloween, I think with one exception. I thought there was one I saw that was not due out until, oh, the Elemental Tarot. will not be out until November 15th. So that's the only one that's due post-Halloween, in case you like to schedule your decks around Halloween. The Dark Goddess Tarot is due out October 28th, so that'll be squeaking by. So yeah, that's what I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Blessed be.